We're here today to discuss a tragedy for the United States of America that could have been the catalyst in the destruction of our republic. World War I started with botched diplomatic security. The assassination of one party's leading candidate a mere 4 months before the election, at minimum, would have unleashed unimaginable chaos and violence. The cancerous rot of unaccountability has metastasized throughout our entire body politic. Our obscene levels of government waste ooze like a gelatinous mold across society. Our borders, so porous they are reminiscent of a spring flood tide. The security apparatus suffers failure upon failure globally. Our enemies mocking us even while the permanent deep state has weaponized the justice system and delivers a Soviet style of lawfare. In the case of Butler, Pennsylvania, only the disinfectant of transparency and accountability will start to repair the cascading errors that led to the tragedy. In analyzing tragic events, Gray's laws come into effect. Any sufficient advanced incompetence is indistinguishable from malice. The mission of this panel must be to provide a no-holds-barred analysis of all the shortcomings that piled up to enable Butler to occur, an op order for the next administration to correct decades of drift from excellence. I know how difficult high-threat executive protection work is. One must be prepared, coordinated, and lucky every day. The bad guy only has to get it right once. There is no question that a failure of coordination, communications, training, and leadership failed America in Butler, Pennsylvania with tragic results. I'm honored and happy to help ensure that will not happen again. I think, and especially as we think the anniversary of the debacle that was Afghanistan, the theme of no accountability across all our agencies rings true, because no one has been held accountable for anything in Afghanistan or anything since. And I think a corollary is if we think back to the debacle that was Desert One, the attempted Iranian hostage rescue mission in 1979, ended terribly. 8 Americans dead, international embarrassment, didn't rescue the hostages. Congress took action, changed how the money is spent. Why? Because if you try to do a special operations mission, or if you're trying to do a protective mission while you're doing currency investigations, no, you can't serve two masters. They created the United States Special Operations Command to find the money and the personnel to focus on getting that mission correct. And if you think about it, the JSOC capability that the United States government has today is elegant and it's effective. And until you change the money issue and until you put people in charge that are serious about this business, we will continue to have the kind of embarrassments, both listed by Jason Chaffetz before, and we dodged a bullet. Donald J. Trump dodged a bullet. We cannot afford to have more of these.